My name is Steve Hoban. I'm the Executive Director of Auxiliary Services for Adams County School District 50 in Westminster, Colorado. School District 50 has 24 schools. We have 33 total buildings. Average age of those buildings is 49 years old, with the oldest being 1889 and the newest opening in 1975. Our buildings have reached, for most of the systems, the end of their useful life. When you look into this room, you'll see in Bond 95 we came through and we replaced some of the electrical panels, which was a good thing, but we couldn't make some of the other changes. We've got heat and water pipe running directly over the electrical. We've got a custodial slop sink right next to the electrical. Those are the kinds of things that have the potential to cause real problems in a school district. Here you can see, you can pick up that transition, right? The floor is shifted in here, and let me walk you upstairs. Not an area that we can use to educate kids anymore because of the stairs and the lack of ADA accessibility. So we've changed this. Oh, and that's too bad. The guys have gotten up here before us. There is a crack in this wall. You can see from outside that last year when we first discovered how bad it was, you could slide a pencil out through here and into, let's see if we can still see it outside. Oh yeah. Watch out for that.
Oh, so here's some major cracking, and this is going all the way to the roof line.
All the way to the roof line, and it actually it comes into the roof, into the door frame here. The door frame carries some of the load. It goes across and it continues. Can you see through the grate down there? I don't know if it'll focus for you.
Yeah, you can kind of see it through the grate as you kind of go through.
Continues down to the lower door. So yeah, this is a big one.
This is just structural. I mean, is there a way to mitigate this, or is this sort of unfixable at certain points because it's all over the building?
Yeah, this is pretty unfixable. As you look at other parts of the brick, you'll see stress fractures in each one of the bricks. And this is 70-year-old brick in a 70-year-old building. So we've moved north a few blocks to our career technical vocational high school, Hidden Lake High School, and we're on the roof to show you some problems that are again typical to our schools. All of our roofs were last replaced in 1980 to 1982, funded through a bond issue passed in 1980. At that time we went to EPDM roofing. Underneath the EPDM in most cases is an asphalt roof that is shot. So our way of stretching the dollars was to put on the rubber roofing, and it served us very well. It's gone for almost 26 years now, but again, EPDM they say has a useful life of about 20 years, and we're into the 26th year, and we're really starting to pay the price in repair now. Over the years, the neoprene has dried out. This is a roof leak. When the water comes onto this roof, it gets in through here, gets in between the rubber and the original roof. The challenge for us is, where is the leak now? Because it shows itself in the building wherever the original roof that's under this is leaking. So it can travel clear out to the middle of the room before finally it finds its way through the crack in the original asphalt roof and down into the classrooms. So this is a challenge for us. This building and many of our buildings are like this, where we have the concretaceous tiles that serve as a ballast on top of the roof. And it really does two things: provide some insulating value, but also protects the rubber underneath from sun damage. In Colorado, the UVs are pretty extraordinary and cause quite a bit of sun damage. This roof, as you can see, we've done some of the repairs. The repairs now, cut a new piece of rubber, run it all the way up as high as you can, and fasten it up under here, and then put down the new sealer. So this portion of the roof now has been repaired and is tight. But again, an expensive thing. This repair alone, $7,000. Okay, so now we've moved down to the basement of Hidden Lake High School, where our technology services center is housed. This is the hub that serves the entire district. The problem that we have is that this was, when technology came into being, this was the only space that was available in the school district. It's in the basement of a 3-story building. There's classrooms above us that are piped for water. There's heat systems that run through the ceilings and floors of the floors above us. If we have a big catastrophic problem here and pipes freeze and water comes all the way down to this section, the entire district's computer network gets taken out. Our phones, all of our connectivity in the schools, standalone computers will still work, but none of the network will.
So the better idea would be not only to move it out of here, maybe have a place where you could actually house it where it is separate from a school, correct?
That's the right thing to do, yes. Not have it in the basement of a 70-plus-year-old building.
Financially, what would that take?
Oh, that's a good question. To build a new site, acquire the land, move all the equipment, $10 million or more. Every year it's cutting more and more, and how do you find the money to save a way to be able to replace schools in an environment like that? You can't. And so my best hope is that Colorado figures that out and realizes that schools are an investment in the future. They're something we ought to be proud of, and they're something that we should be able to be proud of. And the schools that you've seen today, while we're very proud of what we've been able to do, the schools are certainly, the facilities themselves are certainly nothing that the state of Colorado should be proud of, in my mind.